Big John, Big John.
Okay, well, like I said earlier, insurance isn't going to pay for the combine. But I called Jason. All right, I sent Jason a message, the case guy. Told him the insurance wasn't going to pay for it. I was going to drive it, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to have him truck it over there. With that wiring all messed up, all it'd take is a couple sparks, and my luck, the damn thing would, excuse my French, the dang thing would catch on fire and burn to the ground right in the middle of the bypass going around Fremont. So I sent him a message telling him that, so he said he's going to set up the trucking and we'll get the ball rolling and get her fixed. I shot another guy a text message, told him I had them meters out. Actually, I got a response. I don't know if it's him. Said I got him out. When can I bring him over? The sooner the better. We're okay. So I think maybe we'll just shut the lights off and run them over there. All right. Change of plans. This wind is miserable. Wow. I'm sitting here in the combine. I'm going to start it up and let it warm up while I go and unhook the header controls and the lock and everything. And get my parking brake hot wired so I can make it work. And the combine's sitting here rocking back and forth. Batteries are off. I'll be back. All right, well, it started right up. Auger swung in. Hey, the header go down switch works. Up one doesn't. That's good. All right, well, I'm gonna go out here, unhook the PTO shaft, the locks, the wires, and the hoses. But it's so windy out there, I'm not even gonna take you guys with me. I'll be right back. boy, it is just miserable out there. All right. PTO shaft is off. Wiring's unplugged. Hydraulics are unplugged. Parking brake is hot wired. Let's see if we can move. And we are moving. All right. All right, that green light right there means that the combine is not recognizing that the auger is swung all the way in, which it is. So where do you want to sit? See? Put it up here in the stones, right up against the other header, kind of out here out of the way. I'd love to put it in the barn up on the concrete, but I can't do that. I got to put it somewhere where it's not going to be in the way, and I might not have this thing for a couple months. So we'll put it where we can. I'm just tickled it goes down. Oh crap. I forgot to undo the lock. So now I got to figure out which valve it is that I have to pull for that. I have, Jason sent me a printout. I think it's pushing in on, let's see. Manual feeder raise. Number 3. Pull to activate. So it's right in here. Now the wind's not going to let the door open. So this black knob right here, if I pull that, okay, and the header's going up. And these other ones here, here, those are all auger swing, lateral tilt, a bunch of other stuff. Let me go down and unhook that lock. You guys see the dust blowing? Man, that's terrible. Anyway, I got her unhooked. It worked out good. It sat right down and then it laid back. We've already unhooked the other one off the other combine and it's rocked forward. And when it rocks forward, you can't get it hooked up. We've had to put come-alongs on it and pull it back. And to get it back up onto the throat so we could pick it up. So I'm just going to back this thing in here. The truck driver will have lots of room to swing in here and turn around. That's good. That's good. I think I'm going to leave her sit right here. Something's making some weird noise. I'll pull this knob out again and pick the feeder house up. house is all the way up. So yeah, they're gonna come and get it 9 o'clock in the morning. There's that noise again. I don't know if that is E19. So that tells me there's a error in the HVAC. Imagine that. Let's just shut it off. And I'm gonna go out there and unhook the parking brake so it sets, and turn the batteries off. Okay, got my plasma cutter out. Unburied it. There's the end we're gonna want. She may be small, but man, is this thing powerful. Alright. And I'm gonna have to go out and turn the air on. So we'll set. I don't know where I'm going to set it. I don't want it to fall over. Alright, so I need to put this plug on. It's got two plugs. Change the end. This is 110, obviously. 115 or whatever, and this is the 220/240. So when you plug this into the end of the cord, it automatically senses inside which one you're on and adjusts the machine accordingly. Same with the welder. This welder does the same thing. Alright. I gotta go out and turn the air compressor, open the valve, charge the line in here. My block sled. Alright, so I got a pressure regulator in line, set at 90 pounds. I've got a dryer, particle filter. We got her plugged in over there to 220. She's powered up. She's turned wide open. Got a good ground. Let's see. So we got to bring this out a little bit. I'm gonna put you over here. So yeah, so we need about 1/8 of an inch. Okay. Move this cord out of the way so it's not getting direct straight on. Plug the light in. Get more, hang on. Take our sweatshirt off and put our welding jacket on. White gloves. bush fire. I'm just going to use this on low. I've never cut nothing this thick with it. Close. I've cut 3/8, but never, what is this? 1/2 inch? Is it 1/2 inch? Let's see. I think it's 7/16. But anyway. Okay. Sounds like we're good to go. I don't think I got it. Not quite. I think right in here is where this plate is welded. I don't think I got clear through it there. There we go. faster than trying to do it with a cut-off wheel. Imagine if a guy had a big bandsaw, that would probably be pretty decent to do it, but with these parts welded into it, a lot of slag. So, here, I'll show you. Let me get a light. So there you go. There's where I started. You can see I actually cut down into those. So I'll get all that slag out of there, get that all cleaned up, and then when I weld them, I'll just re-weld that right there. And we'll be good. It's truly amazing what that little bitty box will do. I mean, well, there's my shoe. It's no bigger than my shoe. So, well worth the money. Especially if you do a lot of stuff. I don't do a lot of stuff, but it's paid for itself. Alright, well, I'm going to get this unhooked and put away. The only thing is you got to have air for it. You got to have compressed air. But yeah, that's the heaviest stuff I've cut yet. And it cut through there pretty good. Just where it got into them tabs, where it was 3 inches thick. So yeah, we'll get her cleaned up, get this put away, get the welder plugged back in, and get going. All right, it's like a jigsaw puzzle, but I got it all back in there. And it even closes. Awesome. The only thing that's not in there is a regulator. That's over there on the wall. So if I take it somewhere, I got to remember to grab that. Well, pretty much got everything picked up from that, put away. Drank me a Gatorade. This is cooled off. That's one nice thing about a plasma cutter. It doesn't put as much heat in. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like it. Nice piece of scrap to save. I'll need it for something. So, let's I gotta get a chisel and a bigger hammer, maybe. Yeah, see, that's coming off of there. They're all bogged down like that when I was cutting through there. Got bogged down in that real thick steel there. All the slag backed up. So I'm going to have to get me a chisel and knock that stuff out of there, because if that's in there, it won't weld right. It'll contaminate the welds. There'll be enough weld on this thing and I'm not worried about it. But I'm trying to make it look nice too. Well, I went and welded them other ones and forgot to turn the camera on, so I flopped it over and now the camera's on, and we're gonna get these two ends done. All right. There we go. I like that. So we'll make a couple passes, like 3 couple-inch passes, both of these. Then we'll turn the thing over, do the other side. I don't want to burn it all in at one time. I'm afraid it might warp it, or pull it. I shouldn't say warp it, you're not going to warp metal this big, but it might pull these to one side or the other. All right, first piece is done. Looks pretty good. This one looks better. That one looks nice. Had to keep my travel speed up. I got the amps maxed out. I'm at 218 volts, I should say. I got my wire speed turned down to 479, which is just about as low as it'll go for this setting. And the reason I did that is I didn't want to build a bunch. I just wanted to get good penetration and a good root weld in there. So we're going to let this cool off, and then I'm going to come back and put a pass in over top of it. And yeah, and it should be done. All right.
720, last 114.
Me and Tammy's sitting in the garage and the lights blinked. It's like, oh, oh boy. And then 2 minutes later, fire department gets called out for a power line down right over here, Route 6 and 42. That's on fire. So in this wind,
Engine 7 on 72 fire.
That could be nasty.
You want a stage on the road?
So we'll see over there. Well, as you can see down there at the bottom of the pole, it's been on fire for a while. The top of the pole burned off right down there. That's a 14,700 volt. Well, that could have been ugly. That was one of the top high tension lines. It's I think it's like 14,700 volts going through it. And something must have shorted out in the top of the pole where the bolts go through to hold that line up. And it's been burning a while because it burnt the whole top of the pole off. There's about 1.5 feet of the pole laying down on the ground with the wire still attached to it. And
You can show it to Leo Edison.
Edison just got there. So it's 25 after 7. So that's actually pretty good response. So yeah, they'll get that cut off and moved across the road, and there's a lot of trucks waiting. You know, cars turn around and go the other way, but there's a lot of semis waiting in line. They were backed up heading westbound for probably a mile. There's no other roads for them to turn around. But anyway, heading home. I'm gonna clean up a little bit, take a shower, and kick back in the chair for a little bit. Maybe try and take a nap tonight before I go to work. I doubt whether it'll work, but at least relax for a little bit. So we'll carry on tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everybody.